Hey, what's up guys? I'm Asa, and I want to make a quick video on using the Tome of Traits. There is a lot of nuance to this item, and someone who understands all of it will have a massive advantage over someone who does not in patch 12.9, where you literally get a Tome of Traits every single game. So the best time to use the information I'm about to give you is on the PvE round. Down here, I know the wiki says PvE rounds do not count. That's fake news. I've done this like 100 times, so I know it works, but just to be safe, I confirmed with Mortdog himself today that it does in fact work on PvE round. So basically, the main breakpoints are 6, 8, and 10. 12 you don't really have to worry about, you don't usually get that many traits. But basically, if you have 6 traits that includes inactive traits, for example, if you have 1 sniper on the bar going down the left side of your screen, then you'll get 1 tailored emblem that will give you 1 of those 6 traits. If you have 8, you get 2. If you have 10, you get 3. So you can see that if you're looking for one specific one, 1 out of 6 is like 16%, 3 out of 10 is 30%, which is almost twice as high. So you really want to hit that 10 trait breakpoint if possible. Obviously, if you get this tome on stage 1, for example, you might not be able to. So you might just go for 6 or maybe 8. I'm going to show you an example of how to use this in game as well. Okay, so here I have 6 active traits after my last PvP round. I really want scrap here, because I have Thieving Rascals. It's also a very late egg, which means I'm going to have a lot of items, and the scrap trait is going to be worth relatively more than usual. If I pop it right now, normally I would have 1 in 6, but I actually have 1 out of 5 because I cannot get this Yordle trait. There are 4 traits you cannot get that are worth looking out for. There are Yordle, Twinshot, Enchanter, and Colossus. You can look out for these as early as stage 1 to try to tailor a trait into what you want, because you cannot get emblems for those traits. So basically, I want scrap. If I pop it right now, I get 1 out of 5, but I'll show you an example of how I manipulate it to increase my odds. So I put in this Lulu, she gives me Enchanter. Then I put in this Lucian, he gives me Twinshot. Now I cannot get any of those 3. I count my traits, I only have 9. Again, I want to hit that 10 trait breakpoint, not 9. I tried putting a Swain, but it doesn't help because it doesn't give me any extra traits. I already have Hextech Enchanter. So I take him out, I put in Caitlyn. Now I have 10 traits. We're good to go. I have Yordle, Twinshot, and Enchanter in, so I cannot get any of those 3. So I get 3 out of 7 tailored traits. That gives me a 3 out of 7, which is like 42% chance to get scrap, which you can see is a lot higher than the 1 out of 5. 20%, more than double as much chance to get scrap as if I didn't do this trick. And since I did it on PvE round, it doesn't matter. I'll just sell the Lucian, Caitlyn, and Lulu and put in my board right back in. Except now maybe on another scrap unit. While I'm here, I want to tell you another thing that I think is very important in patch 12.9 that I see a lot of people not doing. So right now, when the round started, my egg popped. I saw this Radiant QSS, or this QSS, this locket, and this sword. I don't really think I want any of those items, looking at what I have. So I go ahead and reforge them. I think what a lot of players I see do is they would wait until they see what items they have here, because they're like, oh, maybe I want to reforge one of those instead. The problem is there's such a small amount of time in the round, considering you have 2 reforgers as well as this tome to like figure out what you want as well as what unit to put in to use that tome, that like there's just not enough time. I was pretty sure I didn't want the sword. Maybe I would have rather reforged something else. But you know what? Let's just reforge it, save time. So reforge it in the middle of the round. That's another tip I would highly advise you do in 12.9. Even in my challengers games, as late as like stage 5-3, I'm fighting people with like 6 items on the bench. So yeah, that's it. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. It feels weird for me to say that still, but yeah, it helps the content creator out a lot. So we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.